Hello everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim World 5 video. We're back on the Southeastern high speed route and we're going to be in the Javelin 395 on a service up from Maidstone, and we're going to continue it from here at Strood up to St Pancras. So let's get everything set up, quickly do the doors, yeah, buzz, AW, everything's going off. We've got all of the systems on. There we go. Love the little chime on this one. And then you've got all of the French stuff in the little cupboard here. So TVM and KVB. Get them both on. Set that to day running. We've got the road already. So yeah, that's it now. Now we don't do too much. So we're going to be calling at Gravesend, Ebbsfleet International, Stratford International, and St Pancras International in around 35 minutes. So not a bad little journey. Sort of chops it in half, I suppose, the Javelin journey. So yeah, this would have come up from here, which then that goes down to Maidstone and Paddock Wood eventually. Right, 10 more seconds. And then we'll get the door shut. Let's do that about now. There you go. Doors closing. Surprised on this one we don't stop at Higham. Just for the fact that we come up for, I don't know, it feels like we would stop at Higham, but we don't. So 15 miles an hour out of here, only 6 coaches, which means we can speed up to 70 a lot quicker once that does come into effect. There you go, we're off. On this lovely autumnal morning. In fact, let's get a little photo now. That did look quite good when we had the Strood sign in it. Nah, we won't yet. Not yet. We'll wait. Out we go. Nice and steady. And then you got the 70 through the tunnel, which as soon as the back of the train's past it, we can speed up to the 70. So it's sort of a nice how we got a 6 coach for this journey. So we can speed up a lot quicker. And again. Give it a little bit longer, not too much longer. Let's go, full whack, open it up. That's probably near enough, the whole 6 coaches. So up to 70 through here. So we sort of get a mix of AC and DC on this journey. See DC up to Ebbsfleet. And then from there we're then on to the overhead wires. So we've got to do the power changeover. I've been meaning to do this service for such a long time. Even like when Train Sim 13, when it first come out, do a Strood to St Pancras one. Just never did it. At least I don't think we've ever done it. So I mean, not that it makes really any difference. It just means you start at Strood or end at Strood. So I think there's also a couple of 1 or 2 in the evening which go down to Maidstone. Yeah, so we go. Which I wonder how much quicker it actually is to take the Javelin to Maidstone than the slow service. Because I mean, the service from London Victoria to Maidstone East, would it be? Maidstone East. That's probably about 45 minutes to an hour. So this one can't be much quicker. Anyone been on it before? I think I'll keep it a good 68 at the moment. And as we're in Higham Tunnel. There we go. topping up our Javelin driving once more. When was the last time we drove this? Let's have a little look. 395. 395. Oh, quite a while ago. About on stream. That should be sooner. When did I last drive this train? Actually, I think it was actually a bit more, well, August time was the last time I drove this. That was the members stream. So before that, a while ago. Southeastern. Yeah, there we go. It would have been... Yeah, it would have been ages ago. Probably 2023 when we last sang in the Javelin. See, time just absolutely flies. Generally really does. It's like, what's the route I was playing the other day? It might have actually been East Coast way. I mean, this was actually a bit more than just a few days ago. But we had been on it for like 6 months, and you know, in my head it felt like we'd been on there fairly recently. Time absolutely flies. This is Who Junction. Still 78, all of the wagons in there. There's the little staff hall there. Bit of horn action. There's another Javelin there as well. In fact, let's can we get a nice shot now? That's inside the other Javelin. So I don't want the other Javelin actually. I just want our Javelin. Or can we get one like that? Wow, that's not a bad one actually. Let's try. Nah. Wait for that to go there now. Ah. Hang on, why is that door open? That's weird. So, look at that again. Oh, I know why. That door is open because when we open the KVB panel, it can sometimes, because it's so, if I try and do that again, but when you try and close it, you can then just about get the hitbox or sensor for the cab door, which does mean the motor sounds sound a lot clearer. Obviously, yeah, probably not the best thing to do. And weird that they're not part of the interlock as well. Not the first time that's happened, and probably not the last time it'll happen. Just gonna fire my shot. Anyone still drive this train quite regularly on the game, or is it sort of one like, you know, what we've just had there, where it's been a while since we've driven it, and we don't drive it often. So there's so many modern UK routes now. You don't come back to this one as much. I mean, I come back to Southeastern more than others, but still, there's a lot more sort of UK things you can do now. Whereas this route we used to drive all the time, as it was really, East Coast Way, Brighton Main Line, this route, at one point in time, they were like the best routes. So we'll just sort of constantly be on Southeastern high speed. There's a 700. As we did play a lot of it when that came out, the 700. Which was already July 2023. Yeah, we played a lot of the route then. Trouble is with the 700 on this route, it's just, I mean, it's good, but every single run is about 50 minutes in it. Which again isn't a bad thing at all. But it's just, there's better routes where you could run the 700 on. I sort of hope at some point they can, well, make, you know, like the East Coast Main Line south, or something where we can utilise the 700 a bit more. I know on the East Coast main line, which we currently have in the game, you can do some, you know, ECS moves with the 700, but something a bit more. Because I mean, Brighton main line, ideally you'd be able to drive it on there, but well, we can't. Let's check something in a minute. The TPWS thingamajiggy. It's on here somewhere probably. Get to Gravesend first. Got a single yellow. So we're following something. Yeah, trying to look for the TPWS normal isolation thing. I'll have a little look see in a minute. So I wish there was a setting which could where you could have all safety systems on by default. So it would save you the hassle of sometimes forgetting one and be like, oh yeah, you need to turn that one on, or I like the German, especially for the German stuff, where you've got to sometimes go to the full other sort of end of the train just to turn on the PZB and CIFA and LZB if you don't use the keyboard shortcuts. Right, with 6 coaches, but I think it's always to the end here at Gravesend. Well, I'm saying that there will probably be a red light, so we'll slow down a bit more. Oh, now it's green. Of course it's green. As soon as we say it might be a red, it's green. Typical. Further. That will do. This is Gravesend. Let me try and find the. If it does actually have it. Does it have it on here somewhere? I bet it does. Let's have a look. Oh, it's already okay. It's already set to normal. That's good. Right, that's good. Right, that's already set to that. There's the interior as well. Although since this is released, they actually have been refurbished, the Javelins. Let's get the door shut. And let's go. Personally, I'm not. I mean, the Javelins are cool, but when you're sort of coming down this way, when I've been to Chatham 2 times now. Both times, well, I mean, the first time I did take the Javelin from St Pancras down to Chatham, but I much prefer going via Victoria, and then sort of through Bromley on the Electrostar. Much comfier. As the Javelin, I mean, it's nice inside. It's got a nice sort of feel to it on the inside. That sort of the seats aren't. They're not the nicest of seats. Like, I much prefer to sit on an Electrostar seat, or some of the Southeastern Electrostar 375 seats are great. You know, extra padding and everything. Let's go. What do you guys prefer? If you're heading down to the Medway towns, so Rochester, Rainham, Chatham, Gillingham, what do you prefer? Do you prefer going sort of the old way, the classic way, or going high speed? Oh, high speed until Webbsfleet. To be honest, from where I am, it is actually easier. Well, is it? Because if I do like the route jet or the route planner, it sort of comes up with both. It's either via Victoria or via St Pancras. But I prefer going via Victoria on the older trains, and they're quieter. The Javelin's always rammed. Not too far to Ebbsfleet, and it's 60 miles per hour across, sort of going off the junction, which always feels like way too much speed. You'll see it does not feel like it should be 60. It feels dangerous at 60. I mean, maybe in real life it sort of banks round a bit more. But yeah, this junction coming up relatively soon is, yeah, the speed's 60 over it. I don't want to do it at 60, but I'm going to show you. It just feels so awkward. Ready? Look at that, it's proper. Maybe it's not too bad, but it just feels way too quick. Right, single yellow. As this, well, this is sort of the last proper signal before TVM kicks in. TVM 430? TVM 430. Which is sort of the French, French high speed way of doing things. There you got one more colour right there, which is green. Right down to the end, and then we'll do the power changeover, which doesn't take long, and then we'll be on to Stratford International. And here we are. Cool, right. Let's do that, and yeah, power change over time, which we've still got a bit of time, so let's do it. So we want to do, oh yeah, channel tunnel rail, the AC button, control channel tunnel rail link. There we go, and click that once or twice again. There you go, that's it. We're now on well, overhead. I'm just wondering why we can't click that one, AC. Unless that's for anywhere, you know, like say the West Coast main line or East Coast main line. If it, I mean, it would never probably go on there. You sort of get your own separate channel tunnel rail link one. Right, let's get the doors shut. That's why they use sort of the off indicator, for which would probably be what, CDRA or some form of that. Right, let's go. Stratford International. This is sort of the big section of the journey, but the fast section of the journey, 16 miles. But we cover it in about 10 minutes. So nice and speedy. Nice. Love this downhill gradient out of Ebbsfleet as well. You just pick up so much speed straight off the bat. And then we then go even sort of steeper down into the Thames Tunnel, but then you've got to go right back up again. And speed goes up to 225 kilometers an hour, which is the equivalent of around 140 miles an hour. So, you know, fairly quick. But in the grand scheme of things, as opposed to, say, LGV Mediterranean, not that quick. But quick for UK, all that folks there, quick for the UK. Right, they go up to 225. Which, yeah, sounds like a lot. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a lot, but then when you consider that on the LGV route, the French one, you can go 320 kilometers an hour. It's just like, oh, we're not actually that quick then. Which, I mean, that route's really impressive, LGV Mediterranean. 200 miles an hour. Old route, but a cool one. And if you have made it this far in the video, thanks all for coming in, listening to me rambling on as we drive the Javelin into, towards St Pancras. Sort of long but easier stretch of the journey. This is like just up to 225, coast it. Yes. I mean, it's sort of weird to say, but yeah, this is sort of the easier part of the journey. Even though we're high speed now, we've got the TVM on. This is the bit where you have to concentrate the least. as well. You've sort of got the in-cab signalling as such. And yeah, there's not overly much to look out for. We'll get to Stratford once we're through the massive London Tunnel too. Really, the only thing to watch out for here is going above 225. So once it gets close to that, we'll coast it. Or put it in a low power. So rather nicely. And relatively soon we then run parallel with the C2C lines. Rather soon. Which I think in fact, yeah, is now. So that's part of the C2C network down there towards, is it Tilbury? Tilbury Docks? Which would be a really nice network to see on Train Sim World, because you probably could do the full thing. It would still be quite a lot of work. But yeah, if they ever did do C2C, they could do the full C2C network from, was it Fenchurch Street to Shoeburyness, via both Tilbury and then the fast line, or faster line. This is what you class 357 Electro Star, which would be cool. Or set it with the newer trains. I think C2C even had a 387 at one point, so yeah, that's a cool thing you could possibly potentially do. So shortly be into Tunnel 2, just coming up on Dagenham. No, it's not Dagenham, or is it? Oh no, I'm going to whip up Google Maps. I know there's Rainham Station, Rainham in Essex. What's this area? Is this Dagenham? Or is Dagenham? No, yeah, because you've got... I need to double check this. Yeah, when you first come out of Tunnel... When you first come out of the Thames Tunnel, which is the one where we go under the river after Ebbsfleet, that's Purfleet. Yeah, that's Purfleet. Yeah, no, yeah, Dagenham. And you've also got Rainham in Essex, which we pass. That clears that up, Purfleet. What about Purfleet? So eventually through here, we'll start ticking us down for Stratford. Well, still a little bit further yet. There you go, 225, top speed. Nice. And probably at the next, one of the next TVM flags, it will start coming down. Maybe the next one. Yeah, I got some good memories of HS1. Bit random, but I was thinking, so I was looking at Google Maps. Yeah, I remember sort of the first time I actually saw HS1 would have been 2010, so about 3 years after it had been sort of completed, which I think was 2007. And that was from the road actually. That was from, we used to go down to Dover quite a lot. Like each weekend, so I'd be driving along with the M20 and you'd have high speed one sort of right next to you, so it was quite cool sort of seeing the Eurostars, the old Eurostars sort of whizzing along there. And then the first time I actually went on on the high-speed line was 2014. No, possibly 2013. 2013 or 2014. Yeah, I went on the Javelin for the first time from. Where was that to and from? I think it was down to No, Folkestone. Yeah, to Folkestone. Well, St Pancras to Folkestone and back, just for the fun of it. And then didn't go on it again until 2023. Yeah, 2023. And I've been on it quite a lot within 2023 and 2024. And the last time I went on it was, yeah, it was quite annoying actually. So we'd just left St Pancras, and then the train started going really slow, and actually came to a stop just outside of the tunnel. And there was reports of trespassers in the tunnel, like in tunnel 1, which is St Pancras to Stratford. It's like, how have you got in there? And then so in the end we just went really slow through it, which was annoying. Yeah, it's like a weird place to be knocking around. Come on, Stratford, I want to see the light. Where's the light? Show us the light. There we go. And this is Stratford International, which, I always mention it, is not an international station and probably never will be an international station. Its whole purpose was to have Eurostars stopping here during the Olympics, and that never happened. So I think Eurostar said it would add on. Was it add on too much like journey? You could just go to St Pancras and it wouldn't really make much of a difference going there than coming back. Which is a bit like, really. I mean, it's a good point, but you know, the Olympics. So all these sort of really long platforms, it's completely pointless. It's like one of those projects where you just found. It's like, what's the point? Right up to the 6 coach stop marker. And after this is then St Pancras. And then in the middle, that's quite a cool thing about Stratford International, is the track there in the middle, which is where the Eurostars go. To the little depot. Because prior to this being built, they would have gone to North Pole North Pole International, which is on the Great Western main line. Quite crazy, really. When the Eurostars went out of Waterloo, yes, it would have then gone over up to well, along the West London line, I suppose, and up to yeah, the North Pole depot. Well, Javelin actually right behind us. Cool. Hopefully it stops. Don't really need an attachment of another 6 coaches. Oh, are we following something? No. No, there we are. Yeah, there's another train there. So in the tunnel, it felt like it might have been bringing us down a bit, sort of soon. So yeah, we were following that along. So it's sort of prime rush hour. Right, let's go. Next station stop is St Pancras International, which is our final stop. There's Javelin over there. get out that other train's way. And we go into Tunnel 1. Very creative names. Tunnel 1, Tunnel 2. Well, they're saying that they actually have like a proper name. I mean, they must have some like proper name to them. So London Tunnel 1, Tunnel 1, so Tunnel 1. Does it say anything? I'm trying to find something on it. Section 1. No, that's not the one. I think it's just Tunnel 1 and Tunnel 2. I don't think there is a sort of proper name to it. Just trying to find something now on it. Yeah, I don't know. Well, if anybody knows, do comment below. Is there an actual name for London Tunnel 1 and London Tunnel 2? Is that literally just what they're called? London Tunnel 1 and Tunnel 2? Well, I suppose what can you call them? Because I mean the amount of sort of, I suppose, neighbourhoods we're passing over above us. I mean, you couldn't really call it the Stratford Tunnel because one ends miles from Stratford. Well, I suppose some tunnel, I don't know. It comes down to 130 next. And then 100. There you go. So that the way the 130 is flashing, that means it's the next speed limit. Doesn't mean it's the speed limit now, it means it's the next one coming up. But I usually sort of slow down just for the next one anyway, so just sort of be ready for it. So the next one will start blinking 100. There you go. So the 100 starts once we get onto the next section. That one of that train's just behind us still. Alright, no, it's still at Stratford. That's to allow us to get a bit further ahead. Cool. It's impressive though the way they managed to build these tunnels. I mean, yeah, pretty much central London near enough is, well, not central London, but sort of near enough central London, north, well, not even north, well, sort of, yeah, north east of central London, is basically what's all above us. So, you know, all the sort of pipes and stuff like that. Yeah, the way they've sort of managed to build these tunnels is quite impressive. Although saying that, something like the Elizabeth line, that's really impressive. So the amount of tunnels you've got under London, and they've just managed to just go straight through. It's like, wow. And there's the East Coast Main Line, which actually does have AI on it. Pretty certain you can see a Zoomers and 700s on it. Sort of keeping an eye out now, just on the map. Oh no, there it is. There, yeah, there. I think at the moment. So that comes down to, is it? No, it's 40, isn't it? For now. Yeah, and then it comes down to, well, KVB will show us, I think it's KVB will show us two zeros, which is like 30 kilometers an hour. and then it will then further come down to 10 kilometres an hour when it shows 3 zeros. You got the Midlands, oh, there goes one's that East Midlands train stuff there going on. As this route is set in, originally it was set 2019, but then with the Euro Phoenix pack, they sort of then made it 2018 all of a sudden. So yeah, it's sort of 2018, so you've still got East Midlands trains. So we should see the 2 zeros pop up soon, which means 30 kilometres an hour. Should all be on. And there's the little sort of stripe, little tags there for it, or not. There you go, 0 0, so that's 30 kilometres an hour. And then we'll then get 3 zeros, and that is 10 kilometres an hour. Or sort of there, what we should be going. So that should show up quite soon. There you go, there's the 3 zeros. Which is the KVB. Now we'll do. Here we are. This is London St Pancras. Whack that on, get tail lights on. There we go, we're outside the station. Well, that is going to be it, everybody, for today's Train Sim World 4 video. Train Sim World 5 video. Links can be found all the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. Apart from that, thanks all for coming in. Hopefully see you next time. See you all, take care, bye guys.